All right. I think we're live. Let me make sure the audio is working. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yep. All right. It works. Cool. All right. Let's wait a second for people to join in. I feel like I picked a good time. It's Saturday. Yeah, this homie's my main man, Spencer. Hi, Eddie. Hi, Eddie. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple minutes here, and then I guess I'll get started into like what we're doing the stream. All right, get a get everything all set up with the tier list. I guess I might as well like start soon. Here, let me make sure that I can. Okay, yeah, I can screen share. Uh, Here, let me pull up the screen. Share screen. Window. Okay. Let me know if you guys can see this or not. I'm gonna pull up chat on my phone since I can't see chat anymore. Okay. Yep, it's working. So I'll wait a minute and then we'll get started into what you all can see here. I'm gonna have OCD and really quickly reorganize this to be in the correct order. Okay, it's mostly in the correct order. Yep, all right, yeah, it's in the correct order. I don't know the reboots here. Not sponsored by American Family Insurance. It's ad on the side. I can see. Cool. All right. Sorry if it's laggy. I don't know why it's been laggy. Probably just the screen share on StreamYard isn't fantastic, but it's sufficient. It's sufficient. All right. Yeah, but I think it's just Eddie and chat. Hi, Eddie. Um, yeah. So I might as well just get started now and wait for people to come in. So I'll put this here for the video. I'm gonna do a highlight reel after. Well, like edit a highlight reel for this. So basically, what we're doing today is I'm gonna go through every season and movie and special, at least the ones I've seen. I haven't seen everything. It's mainly the newer stuff. I'm gonna review and rank everything I see, and I'm gonna talk about it. This is originally gonna be movies, but then I found one that was movies and seasons, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's do it all. So here, I guess we should get started with season one. Season one won't move. Okay, no, season two. You go back down. Season one's a 1 out of 10. It's terrible, awful. Okay, no. Let me scroll this back up here. I'm gonna put this. Season one is really good. Season one is like it's nothing's perfect. I'm gonna put season one in a 10 out of 10 though. Season one is like the perfect introduction, and it forever will be. And even though there are episodes that aren't as great, it's not really because they're bad. It's just more like they aren't as interesting. Like the worst episodes of season one are just like Thomas and the Guard, but that's not on Thomas and the Guard. That's more just be like on the episode or anything. It's just on the fact that the story is not as exciting as any of the other ones. Really, it's still like a fun little realistic story. All right. Let's do season two. Season two. Um, I'm gonna have to put it in like a lower tier while I scroll up. Season two is better than season one. I feel like this is very obvious. Season two takes everything that season does and does it better. It's like really well scripted and translated from book to show. They straight up cut stories that they had planned because they didn't make sense or they weren't as good, and that takes a lot of guts, especially when you're dealing with someone like Audrey. Season two is overrated. People praise it like a guy. High enterprising guy. I personally really like season two. I understand where you get it. There are you could say really any classic season's overrated. But I totally understand why you would say that. It's very fair. I really like season two. It has one of my favorite aesthetics from the show. I'll probably be mentioning the word aesthetic a lot in the stream. Sorry for that. Again, I'm not putting season three in bottom tier. I have to scroll up. Season three's good. Don't worry. Let me scroll up to the top here. Season three. I really love the aesthetic. I'm gonna say that right now, and I don't want y'all to hate me. Oh, currently crying because you started streaming right before I was about to take my dog for a while. Sorry, United. Like season two, but we get you like Edward's exploit. I think Edward's exploit's actually not like the best episode in the season. I think it's good. It's just I think there's way better episodes to pick for like a good season two episode than Edward's exploit. That's just the one that everyone talks about. Royal series version is way better. I'm putting the season three in a 9, and a very high 9. I like season three a lot. There's a lot of really cool stories. I really just I don't have this isn't I'm not factoring in nostalgia. I don't have as much nostalgia for it. That's one thing, but the main thing is some of the episodes are like actually not good, and that's the first season to have episodes that aren't good. Like season one or two, they have boring episodes, but they're not bad. Season three has some straight up weird stuff. I love the aesthetic. It's like perfect. Like when I write a story that is inspired by the show, it is mainly by season three because I really love the music and the style and the filmmaking is a lot more dynamic. I just really do prefer season one and two. Let me scroll back down. Okay. Season four. All right, we're gonna talk about season four. I think this is where, like season three. There's a lot of people who don't like season three. I think this is where we're gonna have issues. I know people really love season four. I really like season four, but being for real, I'm gonna be for real with you. It is, it is like I'm gonna say it's better than. See, this is where we're gonna have an issue. I like season four more than three. I think. It is all because the Scarlet episodes carry the season. It is entirely they are what put it over for me. The standard gauge episodes are mostly pretty good. Like Fish is everyone talks about Fish. The Stepney episodes are really fun. I do like some of the weird, really late adaptations like Bullseye or Thomas Meets the Queen. Like they're pretty dope. Funnily enough, I have more nostalgia for season two, but for season three, yeah, no, I get that. It all the it you could have nostalgia for stuff, but you can still criticize it. I'm going to talk about that a lot when I talk about Magic Road here in a second. But first, I got to talk about season five. Now, either people really, really like season five, or they hate it. They don't like the realism. They don't like how it is a little less realistic, and they really like how it does a lot of different stuff. I am personally in the camp that adores season five. I'm putting it. I'm putting it. Okay, now being real, you can really interchange season five and season two. I'm feeling in a season five mood today. I really do love season two. They're kind of back and forth for me. The standard age episodes aren't the Stepney Saga Fish feel so clunky. I do agree. I like Thomas Meets the Queen. That's the one that does stick out to me. I know it's weird, but I do enjoy it. Okay, that's the first 5 seasons. I guess now we're gonna talk about first movie. So I'm gonna spend more time talking about this one. Uh, Magic Railroad is a 5 out of 10. It is a 5 out of 10. Nostalgically, it's my favorite. It's my favorite Thomas Anything nostalgically. But being real, Magic Railroad is real okay. It is it is mid tier, and I'm gonna talk about this for a second. Magic Railroad is terribly written. It is terribly written. It is so weird in how it feels so fast. Like the pacing is good, but like it's almost too fast. Uh Most scenes don't last longer than a minute. I'm not kidding. I looked through it, and most scenes last like 1 minute, which is fine, but it's so quick. It's so strange, and the fact that this movie is so Magic Road is boring and confusing. Boring, no. Confusing, yes. I can understand why people don't. I understand why people say it's boring. You better treat calling all Asians with love and respect. Take her on a nice fancy restaurant. Perhaps if things go well, you'll meet her parents and later ask her for a hand in marriage. We'll talk about calling all Asians pretty quickly here. I'm gonna speed run Magic Railroad here. Magic Railroad has VFX that hold up surprisingly well. The models and sets are gorgeous. It has my favorite Thomas aesthetic. It absolutely nails it. The music is incredible. I love the voice cast. Most of the acting is pretty good. Peter Fonda is the only one I can blame. Mara Wilson is a kid, and her mother died mid-shoot, so I blame that for her performance, not herself. And she's also just a nice person, so it's kind of rude. Peter Fonda didn't try. Peter Fonda just didn't try. But then again, you could also blame Britt Allcroft for not directing him to do something different. I don't know. Yeah, but Magic Railroad is a 5 out of 10. Season 6. Okay, here. This is gonna surprise some of y'all. I'm gonna put that up there. I really love season 6. I know this is my most unpopular opinion. I think season 6 is really, really good. And yeah, I have nostalgia for it, but I also think it's just straight up better. Almost every story is really solid. There's only a few that I feel are kind of clunky. And you can say the look is dull, but I don't care. It feels like a mix of season 2 and Magic Railroad, and I really do like this. I'm gonna cancel you on Twitter. All right. Uh, I'm interested. Let's see what happens. I'm going to block you on Twitter. Yeah, but season 6 is really good. I really love season 6. Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna rank the pack episodes differently. I'm gonna put it an 8. They're right. Hit obviously meddled with it a lot, but they're good. I'm not counting the first 2 episodes that are from season 6. Those are season 6 episodes. The pack's Thomas's Trusty Friends. It's good. I don't think it's as good as the classic series, but I understand why people really love it. It is like Tugs. It's very similar to Tugs' story in terms of like behind the scenes. Season 7. Season 7 is uh it's yeah, I'm gonna put it there. It's okay. Season 7, it's good. I'm putting it an 8 out of 10. It's good. I personally am not a huge fan. I think the narration on both sides is absolutely awful. I really don't like Michael Angelis. I hate his narration. With at least in the later seasons, he's good in the early seasons, but I hate his narration from season like 6 onward. Uh, I never talked about the narrators. George Carlin's really good. Ringo Starr is pretty good, but sometimes he's not great. Michael Angelis starts off really good and ends up being terrible. Michael Brandon is disgustingly bad. Alec Baldwin is really good in season 5, and he's okay in season 6. I think people are a little too mean to him in season 6, but he is definitely nowhere near as good as he was in season 5. And Mark Morgahan, I have no opinion because he's barely narrating, and they should have just gotten What's his name? Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan's really good. Okay, we're starting the hit era. People have mixed feelings on the hit era. I feel the same. Season eight's 6. That's a 6. I think that's fair. I think a 6 out of 10 is pretty fair. I personally have a lot of nostalgia for the hit era, but I totally understand why people don't. But the nostalgia isn't what factors into it. There's actually some pretty well written episodes, but you can really tell like this is where it gets worse. Calling All Engines. I watched this yesterday. I just watched this yesterday. Calling All Engines is straight up a 4 out of 10. There's some cool stuff. I think Diesel 10's actually pretty well written, and if he was just written like that and he was in the show, I would have been okay with that. I think people expect him to be evil when he's not evil. Well, he is in Magic Railroad and Day of the Diesels. He's like a buffoon who thinks he's the baddest guy in town. He is not some evil mastermind. He is the comic relief character in Magic Railroad. And as for like the other stuff, like the songs are really good, but otherwise it's just kind of boring. It just feels like an hour long. You did not treat Calling All Legends with love and respect. I'm sorry. I have tons of nostalgia for it, but I don't. I don't. I really just didn't enjoy watching it yesterday, and I paid full attention too. Season. I don't know. I don't know what the frick was in season 9. Hold on. I'm not putting it in 4 out of 10. Here, let me pull up. You're not gonna see it. I'm pulling up the wiki. What episodes are in season 9? I straight up don't remember. Yeah, Calling All Engines. I want to put it at a 5, but I don't think. I think that's disrespectful to Magic Railroad because Magic Railroad at least it feels better. Like there's more love put into it than Calling All Engines. Percy and the Low Painting, Thomas's Milkshake. Oh, I remember Milkshake one. I had to like remind myself what was in season Magic Land. Okay, I looked at it. Yeah. So season 9 looks real okay. I remember the episodes now. It's a 4 out. Yeah, it's a 4 out of 10. It's the I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there. Maybe I'll put Calling All Engines here too. I'm gonna put it there too because I feel like 4 out of 10 is a more negative. Calling All Engines is straight up just okay. Season 10 is not good. I remember season 10. That is, but I think it's a 4. There's some moments. Season 11 is like weirdly better, but it's not much better. I'm gonna put it above. Great Discovery. Okay, now we can talk about Great Discovery. I've been like doing like mid rankings for the last bit here. I have very little to say about the hit era if you can't tell. Okay, I can accept that rating. Yeah, I think so too. I was kind of battling what I wanted to pick. Great Discovery is straight up. It's straight up a top. It's 9. It's a 9 out of 10. I like it more than season 4 and 3. Sue me. Please don't. I don't have any money. Great Discovery is really good. I really like Great Discovery. It is the best model special by far. It's really fun. It feels like there's moments where it feels like the classic series again, and I really enjoy that. I love the story. There's moments that are rough. Stanley could have been written a little more interestingly. He's kind of generic, but that's okay because you don't really need a lot to him. But they could have added a little more. I guess I could say. Um, Jeez. What else I have to say about Great Discovery before we move on? Great Discovery. It's good. It's a good movie. It's very solid. The narration's really good. Pierce Brosnan did a fantastic job. I wish he stuck around. There's a little bit of season 12 narration that he did, and it was pretty good. Season 12. Season 12 is all right. I'm putting it at a four. I'm putting it in a 4 out of 10. It is just it's more interesting, but it's not much more interesting. Okay, Hero of the Rails. Hero of the Rails. I might lose some of you here. Hero of the Rails is it's height. It's okay. I'm gonna put Hero of the Rails at a. I've been putting all the specials at 5 out of 10. Yeah, I think it's better. It's. Do I put it? I'm putting it there. Hero of the Rails is better than Calling. There's barely better than Calling the Legends. I really Hero of the Rails has so many issues. The narration is in it way too much. Some of the writing is just abominably bad. I can't stand the rhyming. This is the problem with all the Miller specials, the rhyming. Season 13. Season 13 is actually all right. It's the one Miller season I can kind of handle. 16's okay too, but like I feel like 13 has more stuff to it. I'm not gonna put it above Calling All Legends though. I'm yeah, fight me. Misty Island is there's and Misty Island's it's a 1. It's a 1 out of 10. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. Misty Island is so unapologetically bad that I cannot stand it. It is absolutely terrible. There's moments there are moments where it feels like there's something that could be like something better that they could have done with it. But they just never do. There's so many moments where it feels like there could be something, like a hint of something cool, and then they screw it up. And I don't like it. Season 14 it's a 2. It is like Misty Island is a season, but it's not as bad as Misty Island because Misty Island is almost completely awful. Season 14 has okay moments, but they're so few and far between. Day of the Diesels, Day of the Diesels is worse than Misty Island. I will fight this to my dying breath. Day of the Diesels is so it angers me so much. I completely feel like this movie is worse than Miss Allen Rescue had no potential. It is such a weird concept. Day of the Diesels had so much potential, and then they screwed it up, and it's annoying. Season 15 also belongs in this train wreck. I'm putting it. I'm putting it. I'm putting it. I'm putting this the worst. It's the spoiler alert. It's the worst Thomas related thing ever. This and Day of the Diesels are tied. Misty Island Rescue's funny. That's the thing. Misty Island Rescue is actually kind of funny. These two things are just terrible, and I hate them. And season 16 is a 4. It is a 4 out of 10. It is not that good. It is somewhat. I don't like it. We have our last Miller special. I got angry. I got angry there. We have our last Miller special. Blue Mountain Mystery. Blue Mountain Mystery is it's a 7. It's a 7. I'm not putting it high up because there is that Miller influence in the writing. Brenner came in and fixed it to the best of his ability before he ran out of time. But Miller, there's some of that rhyming in there, and there's some just weird out of character moments. And there's some great stuff in there. Luke is well written. I love the narrow gauge engines being back. It is the movie that got me back in Thomas. I got out of Thomas after Day of the Diesels came out. I didn't even watch season 15 when it aired. I was kind of done with Thomas for a while. And then like 2 years later, after I had almost not watched the show at all, I watched Blue Mountain Mystery, and I did I really enjoyed it. I think it's good. It's a good movie, but it is not as great as some people would say it is, you know. All right, King of the Railway. We're starting the Brenner saga here. We're going through this pretty quick. King of the Railway is fun. I watched it on the same day for the first time as I watched Blue Mountain Mystery for the first time. The this is I'm putting this below here just because um King of the Railway has some less interesting ideas. It is a I think 7 out of 10 is going to be the Brenner spot. I'm betting that for what's going to happen here. Season 17. Season 17 is I could tell that the show is getting better, but it's got some flaws. But it's better than the specials, I'd say. Tale of the Brave. Tale of the Brave is straight up a high 8 out of 10. It is a high 8 out of 10. I really like Tale of the Brave. I had not seen it in a long time. I watched it like the day it aired for the first time on PBS, and I didn't watch it again until last year, like last year and the last year, like December, and it's really good. I would rewatch that in a heartbeat. Season 18 is it's interesting. I like some things about season 18, and there's some just straight up bad episodes though in this season. Uh, Duck in the Water is a good example of how to ruin characters and completely warp their perception. I want to put it higher. It's on the verge of being an 8. I might change my mind in the stream, but it is a 7. It is a 7 for now. See, I told you it's good. It's the Miller spot. It does not leave that area. Meet me in the schoolyard in 30 minutes. Okay, United. The adventure begins. Here we go. This is something really good again. I've I've been waiting for something really good again. If the thing will look. Adventure begins is it is it's no, you know what, screw it. It's a 10 out of 10. I I don't like it more than these 4 seasons, but it's really good. Adventure Begins is the only Thomas thing to almost get me to cry. I really liked my fans turning on. Thanks, fan. I'm trying to talk. Um, it is the best. It's the best CGI special, I think, by far. It is the it is the peak of the Brenner era, and it got pretty close to recapturing it again. But then stuff happened, which we'll talk about in a second. Yeah, but Adventure Begins is phenomenal. I will talk more in depth about specific things at the end of the stream when you guys want to ask questions. I haven't looked at the chat a lot. Sorry about that. Season 19, it's an 8. The animation, this and Adventure Begins reached the animation getting really good. The voice acting changes. They changed Thomas, James, and Diesel's voice actors, and they are way better. Joseph May's Thomas is very good. I really like Robert Extar as James, and Carrie Shale as Diesel. I know people think it's grating. I really like it. I really like Carrie Shale's Diesel. Sodor's Legend of Lost Treasure. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in 8. It's good. It's not fantastic. I think it's overrated. People say, "Oh, 10 out of 10." It's not. It is okay. I know there are lots of people who like that movie, and I like it too, but it's not the best. Season 20 is yeah, season 20 is like top tier for 9. Is so close to being a 10. I almost want to put it there. If they kept going at this rate, they would have got season 21 would have been a 10. The Great Race. The Great Race is it's interesting. I really like The Great Race. I think people dog on it too much. I'm gonna is he gonna do it? Is he gonna put that? Yeah. 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 I like Great Discovery more than Soda's Legend of the Lost Treasure. That's my personal opinion. And in fact, I like Journey Beyond Sodor more than season 4 and 3. Yeah, Journey Beyond Sodor is really good. The bouncing is terrible. I hate it. The ending's a bit rushed, but otherwise, it is a 9 out of 10. Journey Beyond Sodor is really really great. And if Mattel hadn't come in and rushed the things as much as they did, it would have been the best CGI special besides Adventure Begins. What a surprise! The faults of the Brenner era are just Mattel coming in and asking for things. Season 21 is almost as good as season 20. It's just got some rough stuff in it. The bouncing's bad. It got worse somehow. There's some episodes that aren't as good. I don't like Hasty Hannah as much. There's the Hugo. Wait, no, the Hugo episode is season 20. That was the other one in season 21 I didn't like. I forget. But season 21's got some rough episodes. We're in the Blubba era, everybody. Yay! Oh, I don't need to scroll. The Blubba movie's a 3. It's okay. Well, like no, it's not okay. It's bad. There's moments. It's all right. The songs are good. I'll say that. Steam Team: The Rescue. That's after season 23. Season 22 is a 4. Season 22 is a 4. It's the best Blubba season. Uh, yeah, it's better than season 16. Season 23 is yeah. I like it a bit more than the movie. Steam Team to the Rescue is all right. Uh, yeah. This is the Blubba tier. Digs and Discoveries. I have not seen that. In fact, I have not seen that, and I have not seen the futuristic one, the Marvelous Machinery. Season 24 is bottom 4 tier. All right, we got the reboot is not out yet. I don't know why it's here. I have not seen. Royal Engine is the best Wubba thing. It's see, there's love and care put into this, which I don't feel with the Miller stuff. I'm putting it here. I think that's a good place. Yeah. I'll just leave this here for a sec. So that's my Thomas opinions. I know no one asked, but I was bored and obviously Unlucky Tug made his video yesterday. So yeah. It could have been better. Like the Thomas stuff. I mean, and his ranking. I don't agree with Unlucky Tug's ranking that much, but I guess I should before I move on to like the last bit of the stream. I guess I should say what I think overall about Thomas, since I ranked everything. Most Thomas stuff, it's pretty split half and half. Half of Thomas's legacy is fantastic, and half of it is deplorable. The classic series is the best. It is superior. The Miller model series is really boring and kind of bad. The Miller CGI era is deplorable. The Brenner era started off really okay and uninteresting and turned into something really fun to look forward to each year. And the Bubba era spit on in the face of all that progress made. There's moments where the individual writers' original ideas seep through. Michael White wrote the best episodes of Bubba, easily. But yeah, that's it. That's the that's everything ranked and reviewed. I love this blue train, and I hate most of his movies and his seasons. I'm going to. I guess I should just label season 10 out of 10. This stuff here, best of the best. It's not perfect, but it is as good as Thomas can be. A 9 out of 10 is phenomenal. Phenomenal. However you want to say it. It is absolutely wonderful, but it's not as good as the perfect stuff. 8 out of 10 is really fun, has lots of cool ideas, but there's stuff that keeps you from ranking it any higher. 7 out of 10 is good, has a good amount of issues though, but it's fun. 6 out of 10 is okay. It is decent. There's maybe some moments that you really like, but it's not amazing. 5 out of 10 is mediocre. It can range from kind of okay, but you can tell it's not very good, to hey, I kind of like this thing, but I don't think I want to rank it any higher. 4 out of 10 is boring and bland and has some stuff that I really don't like in it. 3 out of 10 is really just not enjoyable at all. It's boring more so than bad, but there's no positives almost. 2 out of 10 is almost just the worst thing ever, but it is not the worst thing ever just because there might be a few things that are okay about it. 1 out of 10 is despicably bad. It is nothing good. And have not seen is stuff I have not seen. I plan to watch the reboot when it does premiere in October. I'll watch the first couple episodes for my opinion. And I will hopefully never have to watch Diggs and Discoveries or Marvelous Machinery. But that's it. That's pretty much it for the ranking stuff. I am going to. Oh, hello, Ethan, the E2. Here, I should probably keep up the ranking so for people to see. Here, let me pull up the. I just share the screen. I'll put this up, and you guys can look at it and see. Yeah, that is the stuff. Can I join? No, I'm not featuring people on this stream. I will be doing a featured people stream at another time, however. I am accepting questions and stuff on the live stream, however, so. And also, I'm interested in what your opinions are, your guys' opinions on Thomas and Friends. This blue train that we happen to share, that everyone in this community happens to share interest in. I probably will be ending the stream in a little bit, though. Can you watch my vids? Yeah, here. Well, let me. Um, Maybe not this stream, but perhaps next stream. But thank you guys to those of you who popped in and out for watching the ranking here. I'll be leaving this up for now, but whenever I make the shortened down, just the rankings themselves, highlight reel, I'll probably take down the stream. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.